To the last 8. 72 started. At the end of day 11, 8 men will be left standing to fight it out for the biggest prize and the biggest prize money in world darts.
And the top 8 seeds, 3 of them have gone through, and Whitlock is one of the top 8 seeds here. It'd be unbelievable if you got seeds 1 to 8 through out of a 72 field. Never be done again. But Whitlock's that last shot in that last set, Whitlock, he wants 104 to make it 2-all or put the pressure on, and he goes for 16s, which didn't make sense because he's playing for treble 20s all the time. He wants to go single 20, treble 20, double 12. And if you talk to him, I would say, why'd you go with the 16s? They say, well, if I hit a 1 or a 5, I can't go out. I'll leave a 103 or a 99. Well, if you're going to hit a 105 going for 20s, you're not going to win a world championship anyway. So that's all negative thinking, isn't it?
Well, Simon Whitlock actually in an exclusive club with just one member, and the club is desperate to leave. The only man to lose both the PDC and Lakeside finals and yet to go on and win a world championship.
Well, not a tag you want, is it, really?
But you would be surprised if he didn't put that record right, whether it's this year, next year, or another year. He has the ability.
Well, he has the ability, but you've got to count right and you've got to go the right ways. So if he keeps throwing sets away, British like that, lovely 74 British. But it just doesn't make sense some of the ways he goes.
He reached the final here, lost to Taylor, 7-3, but you have to say it didn't really reflect how close that final was, and then looked to be heading to the final 12 months ago, was ahead against Andy Hamilton, and then somehow lost in the semis.
Well, Andy just sticks in there, doesn't he? You've never beaten him. The worst one he gave away to Andy Hamilton was the one at Blackpool when he lost about 9 legs on the trot. I mean, so he doesn't like Andy Hamilton, does he? That's for sure. And Andy's still in. Well, why would you go on 19s when you want 443? I'll rest my case.
The darting law, according to Eric Bristow, and he's not too impressed with some of Simon Whitlock's decisions, but he is a leg up in this third set. He's got a great chance here. He's left his favourite 170.
The year he lost to Phil Taylor in the final, 7 sets to 3, yeah, 2 in. Oh, he got a 170 finish in the final. Taylor got a 170 finish in the final, and there was 2 more in the tournament, and that was Taylor and Whitlock. There was 4 in the tournament altogether. They both got one earlier, and they both got one each in the final. Good shot.
Was good. Yeah, that was certainly the right decision from the Aussie, because he's left himself double 18 to break. Well, he looked at the treble 16.
Well, he miscounted. 19 left 90. Yeah. So he's miscounted. Pressure does that to you. 19 left 8. Oh, that's 8. That's right. Yeah. 18, 48, 32. Yeah. Tracking up myself. No, 109. 19 left 90. So why would you go treble 16? I thought ball tops or treble 20, double 15, or treble 18, double 18.
16.
Blocked it here. That's the time to go down when you block it like that. Well, Whitlock's cruising this set now.
They both appear to be tentative. Is it the situation, you think?
They both know it's a bad draw for the pair of them in the top 16 of a tournament. They both respect each other as dart players, and especially when you're practicing and you watch that last game, you're thinking, oh, I wish I'd have had one of them too. So, but then you just got to go up there and do your job. And it's not going to get any easier for them. I mean, you're going to be playing top players. You know, you've knocked one out, and there's going to be another one waiting for you. There's all the top players are still in, so there's not going to be an easy game.
Well, yes, just reminding you, the winner of this will play Gary Anderson or Raymond van Barneveld in the quarterfinals, and then potentially another victory, and it's Phil Taylor or Andy Hamilton in the semi-finals. That's what the World Championship's all about, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's great for all our start fans. I mean, it's not going to be a bad game now, is there? But they have a bit too much respect for each other here. They went to treble 18 there, leave 18. That's fair enough.
56.
Still say he should have treble 20. He goes for it all the time. Now, Chisnall wants 104. Which way is he going to go? 18s, that's fair enough. 2 at one place. Have a ball double 18 there because he blocked the treble 18. He wanted 86. He went for the ball double 18. That was cheeky. Well, that's weird. Well, he just, 1 minute he doesn't go for treble 20, and then he wants 78. He goes treble 20, double 9. So, well, that's fair enough.
Well, the law, according to Eric Bristow, Whitlock leads by 2 sets to 1. Incredibly, Simon Whitlock hasn't yet hit a maximum in this match, and here we are. We're in the first leg of the 4th set. Another pivotal moment in this match. Chisnall got to hold his throw in this set. Well, Eric Bristow has taken his leave, and I've been joined here in the commentary box by Rod Harrington. And Eric and I were just saying that possibly too much respect for each other, but they're both very tentative, maybe the pressure of the situation, Rod.
Well, it may be, Stu, but you know, this is the World Championship. They've already played 2 games, you know, and like I say, I have to comment what you did about no 180s from Simon Whitlock yet. I mean, you'd have had a big bet that said that he wouldn't have played 3 sets without a 180, but it is, you know, the first game was very much not quite as good as this, but it weren't as good as what we expected. I mean, I know Wes backstage said it, you know, it's the Christmas break put him off the run. I kind of, you know, get over it, you know, this is a World Championship and get on with it. But Whitlock doing the right thing at the right time, 2 sets to 1 up.
Well, Chizzy holds at the start of set 4, and that will help. 91-92 around about the averages. But we always thought that this had 7 sets written all over it.
140.
I don't think too many would be complaining if it went the distance. You just feel that, I don't know, 15-20 minutes
100.
of a burst, a touch of class from one of them could be the difference, would be the difference.
Yeah, it certainly would, and that's what we're waiting for. And sometimes as a player, that's what you're waiting for. You're just thinking it's just going to all of a sudden click into gear, and I'm going to roll off 4 or 5 legs of about level 13s or level 14 darts per leg, and that will set me up and then finish it off.
Yeah.
Whitlock again has left the 170, but Chisnall needs 2 trebles to put any pressure on, and again another nice 140 there from Chisnall.
Yeah, well, Chizzy here on a possible 11 darter, and he has put the pressure on.
58. David 81.
First set, Whitlock 3-2. Second set, Chizzy 3-1. Whitlock raced through the last set without reply.
He's going to go for the bullseye.
56.
Not really close by his standards. I know it's a 25, but this is a normal shot the pros like. They've got 2 darts at the treble. Oh, he's gone with a 54. Oh, unusual way to go, but then, you know, the treble 20 was covered up, goes for a big target, and misses the double 19. Now, Chisnall, you don't very often see him take his time, but that's the important bit as far as he's concerned. This should be the easy bit.
And it breaks, and it is. 3 straight legs to win set 3 from the Aussie. And Chisnall here with darts in hand, looking to do exactly the same and level up this match at 2 sets apiece.
137.
Whitlock, of course, buoyed by his first PDC major,
100.
European Championship success in September in Germany. What a fantastic year Chizzy's had on the Pro Tour, especially with 5 wins, 4 finals, 6 other semi-final appearances, but he's due to make his mark in a TV major, in a really big one. He knows that at the Players' Championship earlier this month. He let himself down badly. #1 seed, whitewashed in the first round by Wayne Jones. So he's due a big run.
83.
Yeah, it was a bit of a devastating result, but I think Chisnall's the sort of player that can forget about them sort of losses very quickly. And again, Whitlock moves down the bottom instead of opting for the maximum. But he was #1 on the order of merit of the Pro Tour, which is a tough tour. I mean, that is really exceptional playing. But you're right, he's got to make a stand on the big stage, a bit like Wes Newton. You know, you've got to do it on that big stage. People won't take you seriously until you do.
97.
136. Classy finish for Chisnall. Oh, Whitlock's left himself
96.
with a chance here to stay in the set. Needs the treble, of course. So Chisnall, darts in hand to level it up at 2 sets all.
And this will ease him up. He's taking his time again, a bit like Kevin Painter, which is the right thing to do. He wants the big red bit at the top, hits it straight in there first dart, acknowledges the crowd. Is Chisnall warming up? He heads the 180s, you can see him acknowledging the crowd. Chisnall levels it up, 2 sets all with Simon Whitlock.